Hey everybody, this is Brenda with Your Life Matters. It's exciting to be with you guys here today, and I am so excited because we have a wonderful guest coming on board today, and I think you'll just love her. But hey, look, just want to remind you, Your Life Matters hosts the last Wednesday of every month, Business Wednesday. Yes, it is Business Wednesday. This gives an opportunity for you to get ideas, all right, in regards to growing your business, or if you're thinking about starting a business. Any type of business genre, we are able to provide that information with you with certain guests that comes on Your Life Matters to share their expertise and how to be successful in your business. Today, we're going to talk about being a speaker. This is an awesome tool because many people have stories to tell. Many people have tidbits of education to be able to help people to grow or be better. Also to improve in business. So these here are for people who want to be a speaker or who's already a speaker. We got tidbits for you, and I think that you'll love this. Now, without ado, we don't want to hold up. I just got you because I am bursting with excitement. I am going to introduce you. You ready? The fabulous Tonya Hoffman with Public Speakers Association. Tonya, how are you?
Fabulous.
Oh, I just love it when you're fabulous, Tonya. Hey, thank you so much for just coming on and sharing some of your expertise in regards about the speaking opportunities that's happening around here. I know that you've been doing this for such a long time, and I'm just kind of curious. Let the audience know what got you into the speaking realm.
Well, I had to get over my own fears. I was such an introvert, and, speaking was like one of those lifelong I will never be a speaker. And at some point you're like, oh my gosh, look at it. I started noticing how when someone would stand up, people would listen and they would see that person as an expert, as someone that they should do business with. And so finally I had just to admit that Tonya had to get over her fears. And so I pushed through it and stopped with all the shaking and the sweating and the craziness.
Well, hopefully you didn't stop the craziness because that is your character. You're just awesome. You're alive. You're fun. You're fabulous. There's no reason why somebody should not be able to connect with you in regards to that. Being a speaker, there's a plethora of information, a plethora of organizations out there. Tell me about Public Speakers Association. What makes you different from the others?
Well, I started it in 2013, kind of from my frustration, what wasn't out there for speakers. And so I started looking at, I'm spending all this money and time finding speaking opportunities for myself. What if I shared them? So when people are a part of the organization, I just send out emails full of speaking opportunities. I just sent out a whole list just like yesterday. And then the other part is helping people market themselves. Because no matter how amazing you are, if you don't show the world that you're speaking and that you're speaking currently, it's hard to get booked to speak. And then at the same time, let's market you so that you can find new clients, build your databases, grow your social media realm. It kind of does everything and then some. And so when I saw that I could create the ultimate in group associations, then I was like, oh, let's just do it. And now we're across the world and having fun.
And that is just so awesome that you're now global. And anybody, look, folks, when I'm online with Tonya, when we do our Zoom meetings, we have people from Africa calling in, those from London and all over. So, folks, she is well established in the career that she has created for herself to help other speakers to become successful. And I had the opportunity to benefit from that. I did my first official speaking engagement in Denver, Colorado. It was so awesome being out there. And I just felt like this was the place for me because I'm finally able to step up and produce some speaking opportunities, which was so awesome. Still got a lot to learn, but you know what, with Tonya, I'm telling you, Tonya, you took the fear away from me to help me to succeed in my first speaking engagement. But look, we got many people who may be novice to expertise in the fields. Does Public Speaker Association have a diversity of experience of people who are looking in that? And what encouragement should you give somebody not to be afraid to speak?
Yeah, so I love not just diversity, but real inclusion. And so we have from the newbie speaker that, has never done anything yet to incredible experts. And so it's great when you bring everybody together and really be inclusive with all kind of personality types. You know, the only two things that I require is that everyone has to be nice. No mean, grumpy, negative people are allowed, and only imperfect people, because who has time for divas?
That is so true. That is so true. Now, Tonya, look, you're very diverse in regards to the different events that you attend. All right. The one thing I love, which is always a dream for me, is to speak internationally. I know you're getting ready to go speak at London. Tell me, how did you expand yourself to be able to speak internationally?
Well, you have to connect, and you got to grow your relationships. Everything is about relationships. It's not, we always heard it's not about what you know, it's who you know. And it really is, because you've got to surround yourself with the right types of people, so that when you, especially if you're getting started in speaking, whoever you connect yourself with is the type of opportunities you'll find and the new connections. So if you start hanging around really nice people, guess what? They know other nice people. So it just has a ripple effect.
Yes, yes.
And same thing with international, you know, when I decided, let's put my conference on in London, then suddenly I've got booked for more London, because you go over there, people see that you're willing to travel, but it's mostly about that you actually just got to build a relationship with someone amazing.
That is so wonderful to hear. Now, Tonya, I see that you're growing now, the Public Speakers Association. You are now trying to create a new program here within the U.S., and you've asked me to help to represent the Pacific Northwest in regards to speakers meetup groups here. Can you just elaborate maybe about a minute or two about that?
Yeah, so I realized Tonya needs some help. I know, you know, that's the hardest thing, is to ask for help. And I realized that a lot of times people wanted not to find just the big opportunities like I send out for associations, corporate industry conferences, TEDx, but local opportunities. So I thought, what's better way than put together smaller chapters so people get to build those relationships and find things that are local in their state, in their city. And so we're launching across the United States, Canada, the UK, and Nigeria, different chapters. And still looking for other areas and other parts of areas as well.
Well, this is great. Now, folks, this is a wonderful opportunity to connect with Tonya about these opportunities that's going on here. What a way to grow your business. What a way to grow and connect with your community. And also for others, the people to know that they're seeking a speaker, they know just where to go. Don't you think, Tonya?
Oh, yeah. And it's when you start really looking at how do you get booked, besides just filling the forms out, it's also about connecting to the opportunities and the people you need to know. So, yeah, go and build those relationships.
Awesome. Now, Tonya, how can we connect with you and learn more about the Public Speakers Association?
Oh, just simply go to the website, Public Speakers with an S, Association, all spelled out.com.
Oh, that is so wonderful. Now, on there, all right, there's this funny little squirrely character on your website, and you got it titled Woutable. Can you elaborate more on that?
Yeah, thank you. So, oh gosh, forever now, I've been noodling, how do I connect all the amazing people like yourself to the vast world of people that they could help? So there's just this huge cavity between the experts and the people who need them. And so I also own a website software app development company, and one of my gaming developers back in 2017 said, you need to start looking at these games on your phone. I'm like, you want me to play free games on my phone? And he goes, you need to see what they're doing. So I did. I downloaded my first one, and I started noticing how easy it is now for people to get the information, have fun, and then buy. And so when I realized this is a perfect opportunity to create a gamified coaching platform, kind of like YouTube, but without all the stuff we don't like. So short, high impact training videos really teach people something. And then immediately after that pops up an ad. So now the coach or the trainer can make passive income. So they can get a PDF of a checklist, a worksheet, whatever. Yes. And so we're about to launch in September. We're super excited, and we're still looking for trainers. We've got 4 different categories: career advancement, speaker success, entrepreneurial journey, and personal transformation.
Awesome. Now, for those who are interested in becoming trainers, For the Woutable, are they still going back to that site, which is the Public Speakers Association?
We do have a link on there, but they can just go to the website, wowdable.com. So it's wow and incredible put together. So WOWDIBLE.com.
Wow, that is so awesome. Ooh, no pun intended, but wow, that is so awesome. It is so wonderful to hear about that. Now, Tonya, I know that you've written some books. All right, you're an awesome author, all right, out there. So give us one of your favorite books that you have written and how it could help somebody today.
Yeah, so I've got 7 books. My first book is A Client Today, The Coffee Shop Way. And it's really about helping people really network and build a small business. It's kind of that first baby step. My latest one, and one I really love, is called Own Your Fabulousness, which is a tip book. It's got 50 tips on the speaking world. How to be a speaker, why be a speaker. So, yeah.
That is so, and you know what, Tonya, that is like your tagline is being fabulous, because what you try to do is more than just introduce a business and showing how to, work your business, but you're helping us also to have that self-esteem, to believe in ourselves, to be able to do the business. And so I love it when you just use the word fabulous. It just reminds us to understand this is who we are. We need to reflect that and let that radiate around us, that we are fabulous people that's able to provide awesome information to make somebody else fabulous.
Yeah, it's about really seeing someone else as incredible, right? So like when I've known you for a while now, and the other day I'm like watching you speak at the Denver event, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need this woman as my MC. So boom, now you're an MC for next year's Woutable conference.
And I promise I'll stay as fabulous as I possibly can be.
Yay!
So this is pretty awesome. Now, folks, I encourage you, take a look at that website. It is Public Speakers, plural, association.com. And there you'll see just wealth of information in regards to how you can be able to obtain different speaking opportunities. And folks, we're talking not just local opportunities, but these are also corporate opportunities of speaking, because I know that you're trying to figure out, how can I get out there and speak at the corporate level? That's where my dream is. Well, you know what? Public Speakers Association provides that information. If you think about wanting to do a TED Talk, same thing here. We can help you prepare yourself to be able to perform that TED Talk, and also answer any questions about applying to be able to get on a TED Talk opportunity. This is just a wonderful piece that Tonya has created to make it a lot easier for speakers, even coaches, because coaches are speakers in their own way, to come on there and educate. But now look, there's more to this, all right? Right now I'm just giving you little tidbits, but Tonya, you ready?
Okay.
All right. Also, TV opportunities. I mean, who wouldn't want to have their mug on screen so people can see how fabulous they are, and while they provide their information, sharing their expertise to people? Can you elaborate a little bit more on those visual TV opportunities?
Absolutely. So most of the speakers out there have either a radio, like you've got right here, or even a TV show. And now the word is used loosely, because most people don't actually want to be on a TV or actually be on radio. There's not enough listeners. We want to be in the World Wide Web. And so, I love connecting people together. We do a virtual chapter meeting every month for PSA in general, but then we've also got quite a few of the local chapters looking to do some virtual events. But it gives you a chance to connect with people that are, have opportunities like that to have guests on their show. So I love connecting people. It's just so much fun.
Now, give us a step of how that works. I know that some of the responsibility is going to be on us to make sure we post it on Facebook, whatever, to let people know that we're going to have our show. How else does it spreads around that other people, can connect, that we might be able to gain referrals from, globally or otherwise?
Yeah, once you start down a path, the question you always ask people is, it's a leveraging question, is would you like to be on my show? So when you have a show yourself, now you can have something to gift to people, which guess what? immediately gives a re-gift, usually back to their show or an opportunity. Same thing with speaking. When you have your own event and you put on your own conference, you have a leveraged opportunity to get on other people's stages because you're sharing, you're helping each other. It's about, scratching each other's back, for lack of a better word.
Yes. Yeah. And folks, I wanted to let you know that this also opens up a door of opportunity if you're a writer, or you have other items that you want to promote on this thing. This is an opportunity for you to do that as well, and so forth. So this is why Public Speakers Association is so huge. And if I can say this, because we're not trying to downplay it, but you know what? This is an investment. And sometimes, the big dollar investments kind of scare you and you're hoping that you get a big return back for what you put in. But let me tell you, at People Speakers Association, I have gained the greatest return back by being with Tonya and the other team people that's been with it that helped me to grow as a speaker. So if you're looking for an organization that does it more of a personal nature, that takes the time. I mean, with Tonya, I can contact her at any time. Always willing to be able to answer and respond back with questions. Every person that she's brought on has brought on resources of information that definitely helped me to grow in regards to that. Let's even bring it down a little bit more. The people that she has on, which she had 2 on there, I think it was 2 weeks ago, which really was a plus for me, where Tonya, remind me, you had one who specialized in physical presentation when you're on stage.
Oh yeah, we have Maluna Fausch that talks about voice and how to even do a video so it's very clear. We've got people to do presentations like Elizabeth Bachman, or Scott Schilling did a presentation not too long ago about how to actually sell from stage or from a video. So yeah, I love bringing people together. Robert Clancy just was on just yesterday, I don't remember, talking about, influence and how to become an influencer. So yeah, I love connecting my friends to everybody.
So folks, of these subtopics that you just heard Tonya just spoke about is what you're looking for to help you get your speaking opportunities to the next level, then check out Public Speakers Association. You won't go wrong. There's enough tidbits in there to help you to be able to be successful and also brand your company so people get to see who you are, what you're all about, and why you want them to bring you on as an expert speaker. So this is awesome. But the other thing is, if you're a person who wants to train and you want to bring some educational pieces to your business, and you want people to know that you're an expert in the realm of educating them of how to, Public Speaker Association provides that avenue for you to be able to do that. And Tonya is the one that can help orchestrate that for you and to make all that possible. So this is just wonderful. Tonya, what does a person do? What would be the first step for them if they want to be part of this Public Speakers Association?
Well, have a chat with me. That's an easy, doesn't cost you anything. So you can go to the website and pops up at the bottom, my little calendar, and you just choose what works for you. And have a chat. If you're concerned about, I don't know if I could do this, or, I'm not sure what my steps are, let me have a chat with you and walk you through that. I'm also a realist. So if you are wanting to do something that I don't see really making it into the speaking world, I'll tell you. Sometimes people have these great ideas of what they want to share with the world, and sometimes they're harder than others to make that happen. So, I love helping people and giving insight.
And folks, what she's talking about is the quality, because she wants to make sure that you're able to put your best foot forward. And for an example is that she helped me in regards to improving my website, making it sure it makes sense, to explain my whys on there, not just try to do a little storyline on it, and then you still can't figure out what I have to offer to you. So Tonya, expertise of over how many years, Tonya, should I say?
Well, I'm 52 and I've been in business since I was 25.
All right. So when she was hatched at 25, all right, then her expertise has grown for all these years. I mean, this is what you really need to just look into, is trying to connect with somebody who can provide you that information from beginning to end, but really not to end, but beginning to the point where you're ready to launch off and keep growing. And once you get to that point, launch off again and keep going, because running a business is not just, I finally made it. Running a business is a continuing process. And if you're willing to go through that journey, through the storms and through the great times, you'll know that you'll be a successful business owner, no matter what takes place in your life. So look, Tonya is an awesome tool to have. She has provided wonderful information from there. But once again, if you want to get a hold of her, go to Public Speakers, plural, publicspeakersassociation.com and chat with her. She is awesome to speak to, and she'll let you know in regards to how your business can be formed, what changes that you can do to make it better. All right. And then, hey, there's some training tools that we can provide you to help you to become that speaker that you're looking to become here. So Tonya, now tell me about this new thing you're doing here in London. You're going to London to speak.
Yeah, I've got a speaking gig in the Women's Economic Forum. So I'm going over there. Myself and my daughter are speaking at the conference. She's
awesome.
Got it nominated for an award. So that's awesome.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah. So yeah, when you get connected to fabulous people, what happens is fabulous things happen. If you can get out on your own way. I mean, it took me a long time to go on my own journey to, get past the past and forward to the future. And so glad that I made that decision, in 2005, really, it took me that long for me to say, all right, Tonya, there's something more for you out there, and let's go change your life and change other people's lives in the process.
Now, Tonya, elaborate this now, because you mentioned to get out of my way. What did you mean by that? What, give me an example. What took place?
Oh, I was such an introvert, and I understand why I was curled up in a ball, because I have had horrible things happen to me growing up and through my young adult life. So I had cancer. I was robbed and tied up when I was 6 months pregnant, and those aren't the hard things. So, so I understand why I had pulled back, and it was a safety mechanism for me. And so in 2005, my husband and I launched another business, our website business, and we started networking in the Austin area. And I started running into really nice people, especially men. And I had always distanced myself from men just to keep myself safe. And suddenly I was like, oh my gosh, I have never seen this side of human beings. What is this about? And I made a list of everything that I was afraid of. It was probably the hardest thing I've ever done, is really be honest with myself and make that list. And then that whole year and till now, right, is about getting through those fears and conquering those challenges and improving myself and asking for help from people like you, Brenda, that ask for help from people, not trying to do it all myself.
Yeah. Well, Tonya, you just brought up a light bulb here, because sometimes, as you know, Tonya, with my business here, my coach's business is called Unshackled, and helping individuals to learn that they are not bound by the physical traumas and things that has mentally trapped them in such a way that they cannot move forward in life, or they can't succeed in business. And the one thing I always inform my client is, granted, yes, it was the pain's there. It's real. We're not going to deny that. But the one thing to remember is you don't take ownership of it, because once you take ownership of it, you don't let it go, because then it becomes like a blanket, an old slipper, and you think you can't live without that. And so you always stay in that pain. But the thing is, Tonya, you have done something great where you said, you let it go. You said, enough is enough. It's time for me to move forward. But for me to do that, I got to be willing to push through the obstacles to make that possible. So, folks, I want to share that with you also. When we're starting business, and we have different reasons. All of us have a different reason why we want to do a business. But the one thing that we need to understand is, whatever takes place in our life, do not let it hinder you from accomplishing to reach that dream. See, that's the thing. And Tonya, I love what you just said, because you have shown someone out there that you did not allow the things of your life hinder you from reaching your dream.
Absolutely. And what I hear from a lot of people, and I was there, so I totally get why people say that, is, I spent all this money on this and I wasted it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, tried this and it didn't work, and I spent all that time and it's all wasted. And you've got to get over that, because each thing teaches you something, right? This is the big
Yes.
life
Yes.
university that we go through.
Yes.
And in business, we never have lost anything. We've only gained knowledge and insight of what works and what doesn't work for us. So, don't be so afraid of trying, because you will fail, and it is going to be okay, because you have to find what doesn't work for you. It doesn't always work for everyone. So just because it sounds really nice, we get all, ooh, look, this, find out, does this work for you? And then how do you need to tweak yourself and your business and that experience to make it work better?
And which is so true, because after all is said and done, it identifies who you are, not the person you're trying to shadow.
Yes.
And so it's so important about that. Now, Tonya, you ready? I'm going to give you a tough assignment here.
Okay.
All right. Share with the audience 5 things that they should know, all right, to get them started in becoming a speaker.
So first, speak. It's the hardest thing for people, because they want everything like perfect and, everything filled in, all the blocks, all the dots. And all you have to do is go out there and start speaking. You can't find your voice, and you can't find what you really need to speak about until you get it out of you. Because no matter how beautiful your PowerPoint is, no matter how beautiful the presentation is in writing, until you have it come out of your mouth and see the reaction from people around you, you don't know. So start going out there and speaking. Second thing is to be open that the journey is not concrete. It's not a concrete path. And so you're going to dodge and weave and go down a path and come back around all the time in your speaking journey as you speak, because each time you do a presentation, you get a lot of statistical data, really, from your audience. You're getting real live in moment. What do people enjoy and what do they want more of? The third thing is figure out how you're going to make money at it. A lot of speakers are like, I want to speak about not having cancer. I'm like, okay, everyone's had cancer. What's new?
Yes.
How are you going to make money from that? Since most speaking opportunities do not pay you, how are you going to use that opportunity as a marketing platform for your business? So if you're going to be a speaker, you have to have some type of business that correlates to it, so that it's your marketing arm. Let's see, the fourth one is relationships. You got to build the relationships that matter and that you feel good about. So make sure you pick the connections, not just because who they are and what name they have and how much they're promising you. Do you align with them through your heart? Are you connected through a soul kind of partner? And then the last one is you've got to market. You got to market yourself as a speaker. If no one knows you speak, no one will ever know you speak. So you've got to be on TV shows and radio shows and summits and out there speaking and taking pictures and using all your social media, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, YouTube. You've got to be on them. Get over it. Just get on them and do it. And just post, put a picture up of you. Whenever you go any place, take a picture with someone.